when we go to Blind AI or other different, the n number of companies out there. I told you, even an American company who tried to chase us for solving this problem. But the point of this financial and delivery commitment, I also remember that you helped us to integrate the Monday.com. So
Right.
that was a very prime requirement where
Right.
other companies, they couldn't do it, or maybe
Right.
didn't want to do it. So it is
Right.
not that with one phone call or 600 phone calls we made or 600 messages we have made and we got 102
Right.
102 appointment. That doesn't happen, but that is pretty unrealistic, I would say. And you have a talented team. What I really appreciate is the action the team takes. So if any feedback
Right.
is coming up, is a immediate action within few hours.
Right.
Stunited is basically a social media platform for the students and for the young people. Now we know that there is LinkedIn, which is a social media for the professional. So we don't need another one. So then we tried to build up another platform, which is very much the niche market is students and the young people, especially those students who are starting their career, because LinkedIn is giving the professional services.
Right.
So while doing these things, we realize that there are there are multiple different services involved into this
Right.
ecosystem. So initially, we tried to solve the problem of their skills, the skill gap, that what they need to start their career, and what in the industries they expect from them to deliver. There is a
Right.
big gap, and in order to match this, bridge this gap, we started some skills, work experience, practical work experience training. And of course, as a social media platform, we keep getting lots of leads. They're coming up with a different expectation and problems. Of course, we can't solve everybody's problems. We try to
Right.
focus on few areas, especially work experience. And another burning problem area that we identified, which was quite easy even for our side to address, which was the student accommodation. So
Right.
these are the two elements, because they have to stay here in London, especially. Now, yeah, one more thing that we're targeting, because we're based in UK. So of course, there are a lot of students are coming all across the world in London and different other cities in United Kingdom. And
Right.
of course, the local students are there as well, here as well. The migration from one county to another county, say Northampton to Liverpool, Liverpool to Manchester to.
Right.
So this is quite frequent when they change their universities, and as a result of that, they have to relocate from one province to another location.
Right.
So here as well, the opportunity starts to solve for them for accommodation. At the same time, the skill gap which is existing, because anyway their school pass, so school pass out, they're jumping into the university or colleges, and while coming back, certainly they will be looking for the graduate opportunities and the job. So this is primarily two problems that we try to solve through Stunited. However, it's still, as a social media platform, as I repeated, that there are lots of different problems that keep coming, but we are just acting as a media company, but as a partner with the other accommodation providers or other training providers, job providers, recruitment companies. As a partner, obviously, we try to solve their problem, because we still, our position is as a media company, a social media platform. That's what is
Awesome to know, right? So you are solving a very niche problem for students coming to UK or maybe inside the country, and then you are upskilling them, right?
yes.
Making them stay, and then upskilling them so that they get a good opportunity. So good to know that, and we are excited also to work with you since 3 months. Yeah, I already told it, right? But if you can tell how many months you have working with Toingg now.
I remember it was a Friday, but when we
Okay.
started, and
Right.
I believe it was some point in March or April, something into the March, some point, if I'm not wrong, isn't it?
Right.
So
Right.
March, April, sometime we started. So it was a very early stage, I remember. And then I also remember that we drifted from one element to the integrated further element. Like we
Right.
start just calling people, and
And
then
then we integrated text also.
and then followed by involving the text and WhatsApp integration. I also remember that we you helped us to integrate the Monday.com. So
Right.
that was a very prime requirement where
Right.
other companies they couldn't do it, or maybe
Right.
didn't want to do it, whatever.
Right.
So that was definitely a starting point. It was, I believe, it was the end March or beginning of April, sometime when we seriously
Right.
started working on it.
Right. Right. So 3 to 4 months we are working with, right? Okay.
Yeah, it is 3 and a half.
Yeah. So the next question would be, why did you trust us? And at the first place, yeah.
Trust you, it is something, a few areas, of course. So because when you do a business, it's very important your human to human, H to H is primary, then B2B.
Right. Right.
So human to human interaction is first. The other side, human, how good they are, and how much reliable they are, how much um, potential and reliability they have got. That's something it does matter. So
Right.
as you as a founder, Vivek, you definitely initially coordinated very, very well, no doubt,
Right.
to do, and then followed by through the Upwork channel, which is of course again a trusted
Right.
platform anyway. So
Right.
through that, and then with my team members, especially because I wasn't very involved initially. So when my team members, our project managers or other officers, when you communicated very, very well, it make life definitely easy. So that generated a lot of trust, no doubt.
Right. Got it.
Another trusting you. So in a point where if I say one is that you came from Upwork, which is trust element involved. So that's something, one element. Number two, you as an individual and your team. Okay, so team members, Abhinav, Shuas, all of those people. Then you frame the WhatsApp group. So those all elements were really, really helpful. That build up certain tasks and work closely with our team and your team
Right.
together. And
Right.
third element, certainly, that your commitment, which we appreciate, because and the communication, because when the n number of companies out there, I told you, in an American company who tried to chase us for solving this problem, but the point of this financial and delivery commitment
Right.
and potential of the individual, and of course to finding them online, that's again another important element, to finding
Right.
them online and matching. So these all together, the entire ecosystem, whole process, that
Right.
definitely generated a lot of trust and excitement. So
Right.
that's what I
Got it. So even we are also glad working with you. I also learned so many things from you during this. Not only from you, a whole team of Stunited, uh, and we really love to work with you. And hopefully, we'll book some more meetings uh, in the second campaign. So yeah.
absolutely.
And my next question would be, what is the problem you are trying to solve with Toy?
So as I said again earlier, that the as a social media platform, there are n number of problems are coming, and of course we can't solve the all problem, because it's a commercial involved. We have to run the show to pay the bills and pay our employees' salary. So we targeted work experience training, and we target the student accommodation. And of
Right.
course, as I said, we were building up the partnership B2B from both the sides, because we are not a recruitment company, neither we're a accommodation provider. We're just a media company. So we're trying to bridge this gap within it. So yeah, I would say two problems we try to solve. One is that student work experience, a practical work experience, in-house work experience, which is making them job ready for the future endeavors and bridging the gap with the industry expectation and deliverable from the graduates or maybe the
Right.
young people. And another is that accommodation, which is of course primarily for the international students, those who are coming all the way from different other countries to UK, especially India, and I would say India and Europe, okay,
Right.
and different parts in Europe. Now, and of course for the local students as well. So these two problems we try to solve through Toingg.
Right. Got it. Um, So my next question would be very good to know, right? So these things, right? Your whole the ecosystem, what you are building, and how particularly niche topic you have chosen, right? That we are not this side and this side, but we are adding some value on the middle layer of it, right? Okay. So my next question would be, what specific result you have got from Toingg till now?
See, as we discussed our analytics last, no, I think yesterday, day before, some point, I
Right.
was given a big sheet of paper spreadsheet. So I guess we probably sent 500-600, or maybe round about 400-600 communications, and I believe there are a good number of phone calls being made,
Right.
because our system is important to know that first we send a WhatsApp message and with the targeted leads, followed by generate their interest to make a AI call, and
Right.
followed by AI call we fix up an appointment, human appointment, and then followed by human appointment we convert the lead into business. That significantly helps us to filter the entire
Right.
process and save our time.
Right. Right.
So certainly in this scenario, I guess, according to the data I was given, I think more than 500-600 plus messages was done, maybe even more, but a bit scattered way. But yeah, definitely the dashboard what I was given, it was 600 plus.
Right.
I think what I was told, to be honest, in cal.com, I'm told that 102 um, appointments are in the pipeline. That is something I need to double
Right.
check. Okay, but
Right.
definitely I remember the previous it was 15, but I was told
Right.
102 appointments was in the pipeline, which is we had a bit of struggle to find the
Right.
slots for
Right.
our sales team. So I would appreciate that is definitely Toingg AI call, because I'm sure the 102 appointment fixing up, we haven't put our effort manually anyway.
Right.
It was, but I'm sure it won't be that many. So the in a easy dashboard is that over 600 plus phone calls being messages being sent, maybe around 100 and 100 plus something, pipeline is done. Now many cases I would think that it is not that directly coming from the phone call and appointment, it's sometimes coming from the text appointment as well, and many
Right.
cases because we have integrated, of course you help us to integrate in omnichannel in different other areas
Right.
of link. I
Right.
guess probably those links are being clicked, or maybe the link that we are sharing the WhatsApp may not be
Right.
immediately, they're clicking that link and fixing the appointment. As a result, it is bit of extra looks like. But thing is, the reason could be because we have segmented and spread those URLs in different channels.
Right. Right.
Results. But it's a good learning that if you get
Right.
100 till Friday, then automatically, if
Right.
when we are trying to address those each and every appointment slowly, and I'm
Right.
sure that I will miss few of them, but
Right.
in a real time basis, because it is
Right.
a bit of supply chain management factor would come. But down
Right.
the line, maybe a few weeks or maybe a month time, so we should definitely be able to mitigate this balance. So even if
Right.
we get 200 appointment, we should be able to address those 200 appointments as well. That's what is
Right.
our immediate outcome, I would say.
Right. So after all those things we have done, there are a lot of hurdles also in between,
Mm.
and we keep on going, right? Uh, so what do you think now, right? So after you saw all those things, we have shipped very fast also the
Mm.
monitoring integration and the textual pipeline also we build with you, right? On
Yeah,
boarded, right? So
it
this
was a big
pilot, so
us to run. Yeah,
right, right. So the pilot, so I'll call it a pilot, paid pilot, right?
pilot.
So what do you think, right? So whatever you saw right now, is it has the potentiality to scale from there, and we can see some market potential in UK and all such areas.
See, as I repeat this one, as our previous talk earlier in
Right,
different multiple times, different occasion, that I see that AI, and especially the one that the Toingg particularly,
Right.
and the combination, the way we're working, it is not something is a interest or something, it is a need of the society,
Right.
okay,
Right.
or the business. So when we work on the need,
Hmm.
then question is not that whether people would show interest or not. It is about the people already need it,
Hmm.
and then how good we are delivering it. So
Right.
I appreciate that the way your team, I would say that our team altogether, Toingg and Stunited team, has evolved the whole concept from one
Right.
direction to another direction, and eventually to bring to a certain state, which is
Right.
really is a commercially, because I wouldn't believe that people, those who are listening to us over the phone call, AI calls, etc., they are simply
Hmm. Hmm.
wrongly booking this appointment, because there are a lot of things they're understanding. They're
Hmm.
fairly, they're educated people, they're university graduates, so they're masters.
So viewers, so we'll continue from this question. That we have worked for some time now, like 3 months. You saw how quickly we shipped the product for you, in spite of having a lot of troubles in between. We launched another pipeline, textual pipeline, and shared memory across. Meeting booking also had a problem in cal.com. We fixed that as well, right? So according to all those things, this let's say this pipeline, right? And how customizable is it? Like what do you think? Will you are seeing this for your next campaigns? How it will work, or maybe other businesses in UK would also be love to use that.
Yeah, as I said, it is true that I believe that this particular product, as I was talking earlier, it is a need. So when it is a need, then people would definitely have it. The question is about
Right,
how good we are in order to deliver the quality of the product. That's very
right,
important. And
right,
so this, based on this product and service quality, people
right,
would use it more, because if they use it more, then only Toingg would make money.
right,
So
right. Got it.
as of now, of course,
Mhm.
while our journey, I know it's a very short journey, but still there's a lot of glitches, a lot of areas we had, which you have your, I mean, the entire team has worked together, given a lot of feedback to fix it up. So I guess it's now
Right,
the really, it's a reasonably good product for now, which
right,
we try to use it, and it's kind of working for us, of
right.
course. I believe maybe down the line, few more months time, a few more weeks time, if we
Mm.
fine tune these things with more phone calls and more, feedback, to make
Right,
it more customer centric, customer
right,
triggered keywords and all everything, which is certainly
right,
possible. Then
right.
definitely we are very top notch, I mean, quality product, which can easily be used for the
Mm.
business for the upcoming future. And
Right,
uh, my goal is obviously, as I said, that if we can scale up our business from one to another level by help of this product or services, you can say, then certainly this is a this is a plus. This is a bonus. No, I wouldn't say bonus. This is something is our expectation, which I believe
right,
it can possibly happen. But yes,
right,
with a bit of patience, we have to make this all fine tuning bit more,
right,
which is nearly there, and
right.
so it's working fine. But I'm quite optimistic down the line, few months time it should be, or maybe few weeks time it would be fantastic, way more better.
Yeah, of course, of course. When we are solving any problem, there are a lot of things uh, which we have to see
It
through.
is, yeah, it
Even
is something
yeah,
is
yeah,
very possible things which is supposed to come, because when you're
right.
using something which is a brand new concept that trying to implement throughout the channels and in a
Mm.
very big ecosystem. So if you
Mhm.
don't have the problem in there, maybe there is something wrong. So it's supposed to have
Right,
some kind
right,
of factors. But the good point is that we have a team, and that's the reason I always advise you to keep the team united, work together for long-term
right,
perspective. And you have a talented team, so hold the
right.
team members, be the good relationship with us and our whole team, and work together parallelly, and
Sure.
hopefully it would help us to make something big happen.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. So my last question would be, I'll not take more time, right? Obviously, I blocked some time for you, and you might be a busy day today. So my last question would be, Uh, what is the most surprising thing you saw in our team, or let's say in Toingg? And would you recommend your colleagues or your business partners about
Nothing surprising that I have got. That's what is
Toingg?
expected. But yes, I mean,
Mm,
but yeah, one thing which I really appreciate is the action the team takes. So if any feedback
right,
is coming up, is a immediate action within few
right,
hours or instantly, almost in many occasions. This has been really a good and appreciating aspect. In many occasions, maybe that something is being delayed, or that service quality, or maybe the team spirit to address mitigating circumstances is many occasions it is being lacked. So
right,
in this scenario, when the entire team is working together to make something big happen, then definitely it is commendable. So which advice would be to recommendation would be to carry on and keep this fire alive. So
right,
that's what is the recommendation. Now in
right,
terms of my colleagues, I mean, all of us we are, so the team, both side the team, which is a lies in our end, this side the people here from Britain, and then other side from India, the Bangalore. So this team, they're working remotely. There's a big distance in between us. We have a time gap as well,
right,
environmental gap as well. So keeping all of those parameters aside is important to keep that fire alive by the hope and
right,
optimism, and with a lot of patience, because it's a very very big thing. It might happen, in my understanding. Okay,
right,
so to make
right,
a very big thing happen, it's not that super quick easy fix that okay overnight or maybe a couple of weeks time we'll be able to fix it up. We have come through a long way, and if you say something surprising, the surprising is that right from April, May, June into the mid of July, so we are now in a really good situation where I'm quite confident that if we really focus as we decided, and that's the reason my all this lead pipeline dashboard has created, if we really focus on the commercial part of it, that how we can make business by using this tool, the surprising point is that from the point of without knowing about you or anything about you, and now we have a very good relationship, which
right.
is a really really surprising, and it's a god grace that we met, and then we probably hopeful to have something good to make it happen.
Right, right. And it was also a learning experience from us also, right? Because the thing is understanding a business, how it works, and we are glad that we could. So there will be a communication problem, right? Because we work in separate domain. You are doing a real business down there, helping students, right? But we somehow made the synergy and solving a real business problem and getting some outputs, which is you said 100 meeting book out of 600 leads is of course a good
Yeah.
uh,
As
happy thing
I
from
sorry, I'll make a bit of correction. The
yeah,
102 meeting book that I have seen it definitely, but as I said,
right,
it is not that we called 600 people and 100 people. Is not the success factor is
right,
20%. Okay. However,
right,
the impact of 600 leads and
hmm,
more leads that has come because that has been spread through different channels. So it is
right,
not that with one phone call or 600 phone calls we made or 600 messages we have made and we got 102
right,
102 apartment. That doesn't happen, but that is pretty unrealistic, I would say. But
right, of course, hmm,
these 600 people plus our other people, which is I say a few thousands, whatever you can say, they have been targeted through different channel. So
right,
if you presume that everybody is being targeted 3 to 4 times through different
right,
channel or through different channels, and if you multiply by 600 to say 800 or 1000, so our effort triggering
hmm,
is say 6000 if you think in
right,
this way. And
right,
from 6000 or 5000, we got 100, which is still quite commendable,
right,
because
totally,
things happen
right,
without having human intervention to be real-time basis all the time. It's all
right,
many things is automated. Many things
right,
were just like a part
Right.
of the process, part of the omnichannel system and configuration. So it is not that
Right.
we attempted 6,000 phone calls or 5,000 phone calls. It is something that we attempted and configured with the help of your
Right.
entire team and our team. That we configured the process in
Right.
such a way throughout the ecosystem that the
Right.
trigger become multiple times. As a result of that, maybe the number of leads were 600 to 800
Right.
or maybe up to 1,000. But because the 800 to 1,000 leads has been triggered multiple occasions, as a
Right.
result of that, we got
Constant
hundreds
nurturing
of.
and also human in the loop, I think, has made it possible.
So
Right.
that's what it also include your one of the high messages, maybe from thing, and that's pause. So it could be some of the time maybe the phone call, but phone didn't
Right.
pick up. So all those elements we have to
Right.
consider, because it's not that okay, we make 600 phone call, you get 100 meeting. That is unrealistic. That didn't happen, and I don't think that is realistically appropriate. But what has happened? That's the reality.
Right. Right. And I guess not only this, so there are a lot of dependabilities there and all those things which you can understand. But still, right, booking some meetings with very less human intervention and like having the data itself is the mode, I think, because once for the all, we are also coming up with the dashboard for you also. It is in the pre-pod right now.
Yeah, which is
So
good.
then you have the overall data, right? So it's like you are never going to that person who is not interested, or maybe if it is a bit of interested based on the sentiment analysis, we can get them after 2 months, let's say. That might have changed, right? So the data also is the thing where business decision can make also, right? So overall, it's a win-win, I think.
It isn't. In fact, another good point that you have done, which is really making life helpful, easier, is that the data that is fetching in the Monday board. So when you can see that the Monday has got an option to wrap text like Excel. So when you wrap text, and then we can see the entire data in the text before we make them a phone call. We can
Right.
read the whole discussion that we have got, because if you drag the column, it then gives us a proper view of the whole communication summary. Then you
Right.
see a whole summary in
Right.
3 lines or 4 lines,
Right.
and that makes life much easier to communicate. Because if it is a one-liner inside or click something, open the comment, that is complicated. But as
Right.
now the data is getting fetched in a
Right.
column has
Right.
got a wrap text option to stretch it and see the whole thing in a couple of lines. That
Right.
makes it much more easily, because before making any phone calls, automatically our people, they're easy to they're navigating the whole process, and the
Right.
client mindset
So
super quick, super easy.
yeah, it's a proper example of CRM sync and also
Yeah.
human. We also believe that only AI can't do this. There are hallucinations and problems. Human and AI together playing part, integrating according to the system, and then make sense, right? Yeah.
Indeed. So 2 elements which will remain our expectation, which is one that you're working out, which is the dashboard, certainly, and
Right.
another one which is very important is a giving access to multiple admin, because we got to now the data set is getting bigger and bigger. So we cannot trust